What? Ew!
What?
What did I just step in?
Oh, watch out!
Ah! Ah!
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Just as I expected.
So gross. What?
It's Grimer and Muck,
Ah!
the other gross guys from Gen 1.
I thought I was starting to smell something.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, that... Ooh.
But
Oh.
my nose was a little stopped up. It started running because of the cold, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Let's keep moving.
I gotta wash my foot before we start.
Burn the shoe.
Grimer, the sludge Pokemon, is a poison-type Pokemon that evolves into Muck starting at level 38. Born from congealed polluted sludge, Grimer has several origins. When sludge in a dirty stream is exposed to X-rays from the moon, it transforms into Grimer. They have emerged from the sludge that settled on a polluted seabed or ocean floor, and as it moves, Grimer loses bits of its body from which new ones emerge in filthy areas. This worsens the stench around it. It has recently been found that Grimers are also formed in waste processing plants and can move into towns via the sewers. Grimer's sludgy and rubbery body can be forced through any opening or squeezed into any cracks, however small it may be. Its flexible body comes in handy when invading hideouts. Beware of the sludgy trail Grimer leaves behind. It constantly leaks a horrible germ-infested fluid from all over its body that smells too putrid to touch. Wherever it has passed, so many germs are left behind that no plants will ever grow again. Even weeds don't grow in its path. These Pokemon now gather in polluted places and increase the bacteria in their bodies. When two of these Pokemon's bodies are combined together, new poisons are created. It loves feeding on anything filthy: polluted sludge, slimy industrial waste, filthy wastewater, and other refuse. It thrives by sucking up sludge that is pumped out of factories or entering sewer pipes to drink wastewater. However, the wastewater coming from factories these days is clean, so Grimer have nothing to eat. In a sterile environment, the germs within its body can't multiply, and when its internal load of germs decreases, it dies. This Pokemon's numbers have been decreasing in recent years, and they're said to be on the verge of extinction.
What a load of gunk.
No kidding.
Literally.
Comes from the sewage plants.
Well, it comes from
Not
several
anymore.
different places. That was one of the struggles of putting this Pokedex entry together, is because there are so many origin stories for Grimer.
Yeah.
One of which is just like a spontaneous generation from the goop left behind by other Grimer, which is very strange, to say the least. I think some of these in the early generations are really giving a lot of Grimace vibes. I don't know if it's...
That's what I was thinking, especially the
this one really,
magenta
right
one
here.
over
I mean,
there.
this one is literally a Grimace head, and I don't know if that's
Yeah.
some sort of subtle dig at American culture from Japan, because Grimace has been around for a long time, and this guy looks a
Right.
lot like Grimace. So
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know what he's up to. I don't know why the Grimer over here from Pokemon Home is so blue compared to everybody else. It's really thrown me for a loop.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. Well, they're all purple in their own right.
More Mulberry up here, obviously.
Or magenta even.
Yeah.
But it still qualifies as purple enough, and then blue.
And then blue. Over
Blue.
there.
The green obviously is the shiny.
Yep.
It's distinct and it's not an offensive hue.
No.
I don't like seeing it next to the other purple because the clash. I feel like there's a bit of a clash in my mind's eye. Not my mind's eye, but in my eye.
They are rather triadic, aren't they? On the color spectrum, wouldn't they be triadic? Let me think about that for a second.
I should be able to answer that.
Yeah, I
but
think
I'm
so.
also down. I'm like I've got a little headache.
Well.
It's putting me
I'll,
off my game.
I guess I'll try to put in double the effort to make up for it. I don't know. I'm not going to.
Oh, okay.
I was
That's
mostly
touche.
fibbing.
Touche. My favorite guy is probably this screaming glob boy.
He kind of looks like a duck for some reason to me. I don't know.
I see that.
I don't know why it's duck
It also looks like
coated.
he's riding a roller coaster, frankly. He looks
Yeah,
like he's going.
yeah. I think that's fair. Where we have another inscrutable back sprite from the Gen 1 guys.
What is
Just
happening?
totally like if I didn't know I was looking at a Grimer, I would think I'm just looking at a purple waterfall. That's
touche.
I guess you can sort of see an arm, but like really, if you don't know what it is, you're not gonna know what it is.
1000%. 1000%.
This one is fun because it's got the drippingness from
Yes,
it.
I
Fun,
do
maybe
like
not
that.
exactly the right term.
Neat.
It is interesting.
Visually appealing.
It may be the best static
Visually
sprite from
intriguing.
that generation that we've seen in a while. Some of the previous ones have been interesting, just for the looped ones not attacking. Because there's been plenty of interesting attacking ones.
I really like the magenta one in the top corner over there by you.
Yeah,
That's
animated.
talking. Whatever he's
Yeah.
saying. A glooba globba.
I don't know.
He's
if I've ever
clearly
seen
enunciating for something, but what? I don't know.
that. And he's blinking them big old eyes.
He
Blinking
is.
them big old eyes.
And it's pretty great.
I mean, he is definitively a gross Pokemon. I don't have a lot else to say about him.
I do. I have a science question.
Okay.
That out of the two of us, you are more likely to know.
Or at least
Does
make up
the
an
moon-
answer.
Right.
No, the moon does not give off X-rays. The moon does not give off X-rays.
Thank you for knowing where my mind is going, because
Yeah.
I didn't think so either. But
Yeah, that-
what do I know?
That's a Pokemon Stadium conjecture. They sometimes get a little wild with it for Pokemon Stadium. But the moon doesn't give off anything. If it gives off quote-unquote X-rays, it had to have been reflected from the sun, and the sun gives off all sorts of rays, but I don't think it gives off X-rays.
Yeah.
There are other stars that might. I don't think the sun does.
Yeah.
If so, then like should be getting a lot more cancer. That's really saying something.
Yeah, no kidding.
But no, the moon, unless there's someone on the moon shooting X-rays at you, no lunargenic X-ray emissions, as far as I'm aware.
Is so rude the made up information.
There are other ones that there are other entries that say that they are made from X-rays. That's why I kept it in there. It was just that specifically Stadium said that the X-rays were from the moon.
Wow.
So
That is crazy.
the X-rays are canon from the moon. Maybe a little less canonish.
Maybe that's the
Maybe that's
Pokemon
one that's
canon.
been tossed by the wayside later on.
Yeah.
But we do have a fun image to get to. As you saw nothing pass through the screen. Hey, look at that.
Hey! Oh, he's a creepy guy.
He's a creepy guy.
This guy's a little creepier than the other one. He's still kind of.
His shoulders feel very strangely pronounced in that one over
Yeah,
there.
he
Really
he
giving
kind of
a
feels like
creeper
he's
vibe.
lunging towards you in a
Yeah,
weird way.
I don't like how sharp that shoulder feels.
Yeah, for sure. I see that.
Mm,
The guy by you, though, totally looks like, again, someone strapped him into a roller coaster and he's having a blast.
yeah. I mean, they are pretty slow. I mean, a base 25 speed isn't going to get you anywhere fast.
Right. But
but
yeah, I like the rock wall behind them as a random note.
I do know where this one is. This is in the northeast corner of the Paldea region, because you can see the big plateau in the background that you can't actually get on top of without doing some
Illegal moves.
exploits. I'll say some exploits, and
Illegal.
it's like, I think it's called Dragon Towers or something.
That's cool.
There's like a lake back here.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's exactly where this is.
nice. I like it. I like a good crumbled rock wall. I like those in real life.
Time for another gross guy. Muck.
Muck, the sludge Pokemon, is a poison-type Pokemon that evolves from Grimer starting at level 38. Mucks appear suddenly, spreading sludge everywhere. Use extreme caution as its slimy form is thickly covered with a filthy, vile sludge. It is so toxic, even its footprints contain poison and smells so awful it can cause fainting. Through degeneration of its nose, Muck lost its sense of smell. Touching the toxic fluid that seeps from its sludge-covered body accidentally can cause terrible poisoning and a fever that requires bed rest. Just one drop can turn a pool stagnant and rancid. As it moves, the horribly strong poison leaks from it, and any plant will wilt when it passes by. The toxic elements kill plants and trees immediately upon contact, making the ground there barren for 3 years. It is usually undetectable because if it hides in dirt, it becomes indistinguishable from the ground. This Pokemon's favorite food is anything that is repugnantly filthy. The foul fluid that seeps from Muck's body gives off a nose-bendingly horrible stench. It's so stinky that the stench it gives off will make your nose scrunch up. Still, there are Muck fans who think that's a good thing. It prefers warm and humid habitats, and in the summertime, the toxic substances in its body intensify, making Muck reek like putrid kitchen garbage. In dirty towns where people think nothing of throwing away litter on the streets, Muck are certain to gather. They love to gather in smelly areas where sludge accumulates, making the stench around them worse. It immobilizes its opponents by wrapping them in its huge poisonous body. It'll smush you too. Whenever one appears in a city, panic ensues. Because they scatter germs everywhere, they've long been targeted for extermination. After recent environmental improvements, their food sources have decreased, leading to a steep decline in their population. This Pokemon is now hardly seen at all, and people speculate that it may go extinct at some point, so sludge pods are being built to prevent their extinction.
Muck, a rather goopy guy. Another goopy guy. Goopy.
Very goopy guy.
But remarkably consistent, actually.
Yeah.
In design throughout the years. I guess, when you got a pile of sludge, there's only so many directions you can take it. I'm sad he's not throwing up his gang signs anymore like he is over there.
He's like
it's
rap
so many
battle
of them.
slam down is what's happening there.
Like he's he's a Beastie Boy or something. I feel like Beastie Boys do that a lot. The Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Sabotage. But footprints? ?
No kidding.
Footprints? I don't know if it's just a translation idiosyncrasy because it is from Gen 1 Pokedex entries from the red and blue.
Right.
But I don't think this guy got no feats.
Unless they're hidden under the fold.
Like this is some sort of weird skirt.
Yeah, it's actually a skirt.
Yeah.
I am like I just it puts you in a weird mindset because in the Pokemon world these are all supposed to be living things. But at the same time, it's like literally destroying environments and bringing disease and pollution everywhere it goes. So why would you want it to keep existing?
Yeah. Like maybe extinction isn't such a bad thing all the time.
But also it's heavily implied in Grimer's stuff that it can just occur naturally.
Right.
So that they do not need each other or reproduction or anything. They could just need a dirty stream and some lunar
X-rays from the moon.
And whoop, we got a new one. And then people are dirty, so they feel like.
And I don't.
It'll always be a Grimer and then evolve into a Muck, and there you go. They're still there.
It could be, and I feel like this makes some sense. That the ones that oftentimes talk about extinction are from the Sun and Moon games. So it could be that Sun and Moon is specific, and they often do reference the Alola region specifically in those Pokedex versions. So it's possible that they're just talking specifically about the Alola region, which is, I believe, geographically the smallest of the regions. So maybe they're just talking about the Alola region losing its Muck, which, come to think of it, doesn't make any sense because they have their own special versions of Muck, the Alola Muck, Alola Muck and Alola Grab, which we will cover in Alola Week later on next year sometime. And these are specific to Muck and Cantonian, as they would be called most specifically, Cantonian Muck and Grimer. I mean, it doesn't even say anything about. That was just a thought I had. It's not holding up to my own scrutiny here now that I'm talking it all the way through, because it doesn't talk about any sort of conflict between a lowland muck and a lowland grimer, and Cantonian muck and grimer. So I think I've already poked enough holes in that argument that that's likely not the case.
Yeah.
In which case, I guess they are going extinct, and is that a bad thing?
Mm-hmm. And
how sentient is muck? That's the question.
And then, is it germs or is it poison? Is it really both?
So, germs is poison, right? Sort of, because venom is a different thing. Venom is injectable, right? A poison means that it is poisonous to people. But I don't think essentially it could be a poisonous bacteria, which would be a germ. Germ, I think, is where we can get to a point where it's sort of both and kind of at the same time. Yeah, also, like, the Pokedex entries aren't meant to hold up to scientific rigor exactly. They already talk about X-rays bouncing off. Moon X-rays as a prime example. Moon X-rays, not exactly a thing that happens.
Yeah.
Maybe though, you know how people say that there's oxygen in the space of Star Wars, and that's why all the ships do the way things they do, and there's and there's fire and stuff. Maybe in the Pokemon world, their moon does give off X-rays.
Oh no.
Maybe it does give off X-rays. I don't think so though.
Right.
I think this is just a stinky boy who's really gross, and technically, according to the Pokedex entries, he's a little bit less potent than Grimer, right? Because Grimer says that no grass or plants ever regrow. This one says that it just lays fallow for 3 years.
Yes.
And I'm sure you're supposed to stack those up one against another, and the other one isn't a hyperbole. I'm sure that's the case.
Yeah. Picture?
Oh, yeah, picture. These guys are definitely making fun of him. Like, look at this. This guy is straight up, that he's having a ball right now. This guy looks like he's having so much fun, and this guy just laid a really good one on this muck. That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah.
A really good narrative beat in this one.
Definitely. I like it. I'm trying to decide whose design I like more out of them being practically identical. They're obviously not, but I don't know. I think I've always kind of liked Muck's look better than I like Grimer's. I feel like Muck looks a little more distinct, maybe, than Grimer. I don't know. They're both just sludge piles.
Okay, this is something interesting though that we do need to talk about.
Okay.
Just looking at them side by side. Grimer is 211, and Muck is supposedly 311.
Excuse me.
Supposedly, I can't tell if the numbers are. I really should have checked my game to see if these numbers are correct, because according to Bulbapedia, where I generally get my stats and images and stuff like that, Grimer and Muck weigh the same?
Pardon?
Like, that can't be true. Hold on, I could do this. Oh no, I can't. I was gonna pull up my Pokemon Home and check the Dex entries there, but my phone is currently indisposed. So I'd have to grab my Switch, which I can do as we prepare. I'll report back momentarily as we move into the ranking section, unless you had something to say here.
Nope.
Okay. This will be a moot point, because if it is incorrect, I'm going to fix it on the Pokedex and choose it. Okay. Confirmed. 211, 66.1 pounds. 311, 66.1 pounds. So I think for like the third time in recent weeks, we've just got a guy who's mostly hollow, I guess. Right? He's basically like a Graveler who's mostly hollow.
Skirt. He's wearing a hoop skirt.
He's like
steppy steppers.
Wait, no. Which was the other one? Magneton is way too heavy.
Yeah.
Because he weighed 10 times what a Magnemite weighs. What's the other one that was hollow? I'm going crazy. What? Who was the other hollow one?
It was one of the Rock Boys.
Well, yeah, Graveler was
Graveler.
hollow.
Oh, did you already mention Graveler?
Yeah.
Sorry, I spaced out, I guess.
I don't remember. Maybe Slow Bro?
No, it wasn't.
He was a little heavier because of the shell. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. This reminds me though that we do miss out on a lot in the United States of
Was
America.
it Weeping Bell? Or Victory Bell?
I don't think it was. I don't remember it being that long ago. Although, but what I was saying is that because we're in the United States of America, we use the fun freedom units, like pounds and feet and inches. We oftentimes miss out on interesting, well, at least round numbers for these Pokemon because they use meters and kilograms most of the time. So, the 66.1 is probably like, I don't know, 30 kilograms. I think is like roughly how much that would be. I don't track that nonsense. That French Enlightenment, anti-religion nonsense. Give me units that are reflective of real life.
Preach.
Fahrenheit is how you feel with the temperature outside. Celsius is for how water feels, and who cares about water?
Exactly. Even though we're made 70%.
Yeah, but we're better than water.
That's right, because the
We're
other
better than
30%
water.
is
Down with water's
soul.
tyranny over measurement of temperature.
Ah!
Back to Fahrenheit, everyone.
How did we get on this tangent?
Purposefully to a certain extent. But
Yes.
I'm going to go with double Pokeballs for these two guys. I think that the reason they don't have Premier Balls is because they succeed in what they were trying to do. It wasn't inadvertently gross. It wasn't inadvertently creepy. It was purposefully so. And if you succeed in what you're doing, then I'm not going to penalize you for that. So I'm going to go double Pokeball.
I am giving Grimer a Premier Ball,
Okay.
and I am giving Muck a Great Ball.
Okay. You just really hate
think
Moon X-rays that much, huh?
I do. Well, I don't know. He's just creepy.
He is.
He's just creepy, scary vibes. Whereas this guy, like crawling down an alley at you, is like I actually need to run for my life. It's about to eat me. Kind of a mess.
So actually scary, just kind of gross. But
yeah,
also, but a creep.
creep. He's more like, haha, look at that creep.
Yeah, I mean, just refer back to the Slugma, the Muck segment when they're laughing at Muck for no apparent reason.
Right?
Grimers are canonically jerks. We've decided.
Yes, it is concluded.
It's been decided.
But I also think I feel like it should have just been a single Pokemon. Why did
Really?
they need to evolve this? I think they were just like, ooh, I can't decide which Slud Monster design I like. Let's just make it evolve so we can use both. I don't think it's anything special between them. I think you could have just made one Sludge Monster and called it good.
And that's why they weigh the same, because they're supposed to be the same Pokemon.
Yes. Confirmed. And I don't know, this guy just gives monster vibes more than this guy. He's dorky, creepy.
He's a creep. He's scary.
Yeah, I don't know, that's my take.
Well, what do you think out there? We forgot to tell them to brush their teeth in the past couple episodes.
Oh, yeah,
So make sure you
also-
brush your teeth already.
Blow your nose so you can decide if they smell good or smell bad.
Oh, right, yeah. The gloom, right? Gloom also stinks, but some people like the smell of gloom.
Yes.
Now, I will say that there is a subtle distinction here, because it doesn't necessarily say they like how Muck smells.
Yeah,
It
don't
says they
mind it.
think it's like they think it's a good idea that it smells
Where
bad.
is it? Yeah.
No, there are Muck fans who think that's a good thing that it gives off a stench, which is
I
a
mean,
strange distinction.
I can
But
see
it
it,
is
like,
one.
so you can avoid it.
Right. Okay. That brings up
Yeah.
another thing that I forgot about. That it can blend in with the dirt, but
Oh.
it still smells bad. So like, if I guess if you can't smell, you could stumble into a Muck.
Right.
But if you can use your nostrils, then I think whether or not you could see it, you would avoid the area.
Yeah.
But that's about it. that's about it
Yes.
for the Grimer line, for Grimer and Muck.
Make sure you don't litter.
Um,
You'll
book-
create a muck.
That's right. You don't want to live in a city that doesn't care about littering. Which I would probably dig at someone in Japan.
Right.
Make sure, bookmark the playlist. We'll be back tomorrow with more pleasant. Well, maybe not. Depends on your definition of pleasant, I suppose. It's some bivalves, all right. It's some bivalves. We got some bivalves tomorrow. Shelter and Cloister. Some jerks who bully Slowpoke. So you could probably guess what Shelter's gonna get from her. Huh? And probably Cloister too, but for different reasons.